All right, well, good evening. Once again, Owen Fritzen here with you, Ohio News and Weather. We do have a new tornado warning now up for the northern flank of this storm. Kind of been watching that one. It looks like here towards the south, too, we're getting some things firing up here just a little bit. So let's go ahead and flip and look at this storm up here towards the north that does have a new tornado warning. Going to zoom in on this. So if you're kind of just joining us here, we are in northern Ohio. So we have a tornado warning for Medina and Wayne counties that goes until 9 o'clock. So that's what we got going on right now. Again, tornado warning here for Medina and Wayne counties. And I'm going to flip over another software product off screen so I can kind of keep a track on some things here as well. But we do have a tornado warning for southeastern Medina counties and northeastern Wayne counties until 9 p.m. So at 8:23, a severe thunderstorm warning capable of producing a tornado is located over Lodi, or 12 miles southwest of Medina, moving east at 40 miles an hour. Hazard is a tornado. Radar indicated rotation. According to the National Weather Service, this storm will be near Creston around 8:30, Rittman around 8:35, Wadsworth around 8:40, and Doylestown around 8:45. Other locations impacted by this tornado could be Westfield Center, Marshallville, Burbank, and Seville. So again, tornado warning, I'll repeat that once again, for southeastern Medina County and northeastern Wayne County. So if you're out ahead of this, kind of zoom in here, we're over by Akron. If you're out ahead of this, so if you're in Rittman or you're in any one of these other areas, Lodi, Creston, Wadsworth, Marshallville, even Orrville, you're close to this particular tornado warning. If you're out ahead of this or in this polygon, you need to respect the polygon, get to the lowest level of your house, and put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. I'll kind of zoom that back out for you. So put as many walls between you and the outside as possible if you're in this polygon. So again, make sure, get to that lowest level of your house. I'll put up the tornado graphic here right now. Give me one quick second here. I know it looks a little bit messy, but again, get to the lowest level of your house. If you don't have a basement, move into an interior room. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible and cover your neck and head. That's very important there with this particular storm. Coming back here to the radar in progress. So this is what we got going on here. We'll kind of look at this, kind of zoom this out here just a little bit. And I want to flip over here to our base velocity, kind of showing you where this particular tornado rotation is. We'll kind of zoom in. We're almost getting in street level here, right near Burbank. So that's what we're looking at right here with this. We got a pretty good shot out of this out of the Cleveland radar site, but this is some rotation right near Burbank. And I'll kind of back up the site here just a second here. Let me load up the model, kind of show you why they issued it. And it's still some decent rotation there as well. So I know that looks messy. Sorry about the flashing and all that. But if we back up right here, this is some pretty decent rotation here. And that's why they went ahead and issued it. You see, here's the one scan, two scans. That's how quickly this is moving. So 8:11, 8:16, and boom, 8:21 is the current scan. And because of that scan right there, they went ahead and issued the tornado warning. So this rotation was just south of 224 in Lodi. Right now, take it to the current track here in progress near Burbank. So if you're out ahead of this, you need to be indoors and seeking shelter and staying away from windows. Okay, so once again, if you're just joining us, I know some people don't know exactly where we're at. We're in basically northeast Ohio up by Akron. We're for Medina and Wayne counties. So you can look at the bottom of the screen. We do have the warnings flashing across there as well for you that you can see what's going on right now. So we're continuing to watch this. Again, if you're in this, you need to make sure you get to the lowest level of your house and put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Flip back over to reflectivity. Kind of see that little bit of an inflow notch there that we're watching as well. And we'll kind of put a track on this here in just a second. Again, this tornado warning, southeastern Medina and northeastern Wayne counties, goes until 9 p.m. Tornado was radar indicated, and they're not even saying a lot of large hail with this one or really winds. They're just saying, hey, this one is due to that rotation that was happening here. So give me one quick second. We'll see if we can get a track on this one here, moving about 39 miles an hour. See if we can get just a general track here. 30. They got it at 39. I'm not sure it's moving quite that quick, but we'll go ahead and leave it at 39. So if you're in this particular, and we're kind of going right from the rotation currently here. I'm sorry, Cher, that he said where it was. I'm sorry, Cher, that I'm sorry that you don't know where we're at. So if you're in Creston, 837, 846 in Rittman, 853 in Doylestown, 903 in Canal Fulton, 911 in Greene, 913 Massillon, Greensburg, 913, Perry Heights, 916, 919 over in North Canton, and 923 if it holds together in Canton. That's kind of the current track of what we got going on right now. Again, this could change, but that's where that rotation is at currently that we're looking at for you. All right, so the severe thunderstorm warning went ahead and expired. I know that's on the bottom of your screen is still saying that, but they went ahead and dropped that one. That should update here hopefully soon. Actually, that's really outdated. Seneca County was dropped out of that a long time ago. Hopefully that one will drop off the screen here in just a moment. So if you're joining us and you don't know where we're at, a little geography, we are in Northeast Ohio. So if you look here, Northeast Ohio, we'll kind of zoom in very slowly so everybody knows where we're at. There's Akron, there's Worcester, here's Cleveland, there's Norwalk, there's Mansfield. I'll keep zooming in here. You kind of see where this inflow notch is here for Medina. It's kind of right on the line here for southeastern Medina and northeastern Wayne County. So it's right on that line, right outside of Creston. So if you're in Creston, you need to be indoors away from windows. And you got to remember, radar is always a little bit behind. So if you're in Rittman, definitely need to be in your tornado-safe shelter. Doylestown, Marshallville, need to be in your tornado-safe shelter. Even as a precaution, Wadsworth, you're in the polygon. So you need to be in your tornado-safe shelter as well at this point. So we're seeing that inflow notch. It's a very classic inflow notch that we're looking at, kind of fueling the storm right here by Creston. So that's what we're continuing to see. I'll kind of draw that once again. Kind of see that's a bad drawing. Maybe the third time. There we go. I got it right there. So that's what we're looking at. And again, I'll zoom back out. And we'll flip back over to our base velocity, kind of see what's going on here. And kind of murky at best, but we are still seeing a little bit of rotation here just outside of Creston. So kind of see this red and green touching right in this general area here. And I could even say it's a little bit broader than that, but we'll go ahead and circle a little bit broader than that. You see those reds and those greens touching. When you have that, you're seeing green is moving away from the radar site as far as the winds. Green is moving towards the radar site, red's moving away from the radar site with the winds, so we're seeing winds going in different directions. So we're kind of watching that right there at the moment. We're waiting for that latest scan to come in too, and I don't know why it's lagging a little bit, but we're still waiting for that latest scan. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can load level 3 data here and see if that gets it any quicker. That's not really helping my cause. Really weird on that one, but if I turn on storm relative velocity, it gets a little bit clearer picture. So when we look at storm relative velocity, this takes out the motion of the storm itself to kind of show us where the true winds are in circulation. And again, not as tight as it once was where we first had the warning. I'll kind of back up the radar a few scans here for you. So I'll back this out, zoom back out here for you so we know where we're at. For some reason that won't work. There we go. Telestration tools froze. That's exciting. All right, let me go ahead and just do this manually. Clear. There we go. So I'll back this up. When they issue the tornado warning, I'll go scan by scan. Right there, and if we're looking at storm relative velocity, right there is where they issued the tornado warning. They saw this on the scan at 8:16, and they go ahead and issued that particular warning. In the next scan, you'll see the warning come out. Let's go ahead and go to the latest scan. You kind of see this here. We're looking at storm relative velocity. It is messy per se and not as tight as it once was. So we're looking for tight rotation, very form-fitting rotation, looking at things kind of wrapping around each other. And it doesn't look as tight as it once was at all, but a brief, quick spin-up could happen, and that could have happened, actually. So we're looking again, if we're looking anywhere, we're looking right here near Creston. And we see it's 8:35 on the radar, so we're looking right near Creston. And we're going to just kind of have to wait and see here if they let this one continue until 9 o'clock. But right now, if you're just joining us, I'll kind of zoom all the way out so we know where we're at geography-wise. South of Cleveland, right next to Canton. We'll go ahead and zoom back in on this storm down here. And if you look at this, we are seeing this area of rotation, and there's the latest scan. Let me take a look at it as well. Give me one quick second before I make another statement on that. Definitely still seeing some signs of rotation there. And let me look at the SRV real quick. Yeah, it's not quite as pronounced as it was, but we're still seeing, when we look at this, we're still seeing that inflow notch. So right here, just outside of Creston, we're looking at that inflow notch here. And I don't want to say donut hole, but we are seeing a little bit of that. So we're seeing some of this classic rotation that's going on. So they'll probably go ahead and leave that up for now, is my guess right now. But we do have the tornado warning. Kind of go back to what I was saying there. So if you're anywhere in the polygon, you need to respect the polygon. I'll zoom back out and kind of read the warning once again. So if you're just joining us here, we are over near Akron, south of Cleveland. Tornado warning for southeastern Medina County, northeastern Wayne County, and this goes until 9 o'clock. And again, right now, the portion of that storm is going to be right near Creston, just to the southeast of Creston. Between Creston and Richmond is going to be the rotation. But anywhere in the polygon, they haven't cleared you yet, so make sure you're in your tornado-safe shelter at this point. Again, radar indicated. We don't have any ground confirmation of a warning, or excuse me, of a tornado. But again, this is the only thing that we have going on right now throughout the entire state of Ohio. And looking here, I'm just trying to see if there's any kind of reports come through. Not seeing any type of other reports. So that's a good thing. Hopefully it was fairly quick and might have been a brief spin up and starting to turn more into a linear threat or straight line threat once again as it once was before. So again, just joining us here, we do have a tornado warning that's in effect until 9 o'clock. And we'll hopefully get an update on this one here very soon for southeastern Medina County and northeastern Wayne County. And again, till 9 o'clock, if you're in this tornado warning, you need to seek shelter. Get to the lowest level of your house or wherever building you're in. Make sure you're getting to that lowest level. If you don't have a basement, lowest level, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible and cover your neck and head. That's pretty straightforward stuff. Hopefully we can remember that. If not, we got the little graphic here. I kind of turn that on. Looks a little bit messy here with some stuff behind it, but don't go to top floors. If you have no basement, move to the interior room. Get away from windows. Try to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Cover your neck and head if you're in this polygon. Hopefully we'll start to see here in just in the next update. We're still kind of waiting. We're due for an update on this particular severe tornado warning. We are due for an update from the National Weather Service because this main line where it was rotating is way out ahead now. So hopefully they'll start to drop some of these other communities back out of this for Burbank and Lodi. But right now, you're still under that polygon, so we need to respect the polygon and respect what the National Weather Service is saying at this particular moment. So if you're out ahead of this, Rittman, time's up for you. You need to definitely be in your tornado-safe shelter because this is right over top of you. So time's up for you in Rittman, and just make sure you're in that tornado-safe shelter. Give me one quick second here. I had one of those. Just give me one quick second here. Got to deal with a little bit of issue here off screen. There we go. I had something bothering me. There we go. care of that. So if you're in Rittman or Marshallville, time's up. Wadsworth, you're in the polygon. You need to make sure you're in your tornado-safe shelter. Now, we got the latest update here, and this is really fanned out, this latest scan. So hopefully we might get a expiration on this. I'm wondering why they didn't haven't issued any update on this. Still a little bit of rotation. Very broad, but it is still there. So I'm curious to see here on the next scan or so if they let that expire or let it go early. So again, you kind of see here, I'll kind of circle the rotation area here. Some broad rotation there between Creston and Rittman. We're kind of waiting for the latest scan to come through on velocity. Let me go to SRV and see if that's advanced here. Yeah, a little bit of rotation still in this general area. Hopefully, though, it is definitely not as pronounced as what we have seen. So hopefully they'll let this expire. But right now we're going to go under the assumption that you're in the polygon. Make sure that you're respecting that polygon right now. You know, I would almost say Lodi is clear, but I'm not going to say that you're in the clear at the moment until the National Weather Service gives the all clear, just in case they're seeing something that I'm not, which don't know that they would be. That's why I'm kind of wondering why they haven't issued the update. I have a feeling, it could be dead wrong, but I have a feeling that since they haven't updated this, that the cancellation is coming. So right now they got this warning until 9 o'clock. So I'm kind of waiting to see if they go ahead and expire this tornado warning early. But there still is some broad rotation there, so we gotta respect that polygon out ahead of it here. And this could tighten back up just outside of Rittman. Once again, between Creston and Rittman is where that rotation is located at the moment. So we'll turn back to reflectivity, kind of see here as this line starts to move off, and I'll put the rotation on, or excuse me, put the loop on here, put it into model, put it into loop. You kind of see here moving off towards the south, moving about 100 degrees. So if you look at a compass, about 100 degrees. It's come through Rittman right now. And even when you're done with this one in Rittman, you're still going to get a little bit more of some rain showers and maybe some lightning behind this. Speaking of lightning, let's go ahead and turn that on real quick and see what we got going on. I'm sure there's a lot of lightning with this storm, as there's been all throughout the day. So let's go ahead and turn on the lightning real quick and kind of see. Yeah, I would say there's a ton of lightning. Not compared to what we have down south, but there definitely is some lightning on the leading edge of this. Kind of surprises me that calmed down. I figured there'd be more lightning with that. So a few thunder boomers here or there. So right now I'm going to zoom out here and kind of show you. If you're in the state of Ohio, I'll kind of zoom out here. We do have some weather here towards the south, and I have to turn on the other product. We got some weather here down towards the south. I'll turn off next rad. Kind of see what we got going on here towards the south. We do have to be careful here towards the southeast. And if you're in Akron and stuff, yeah, this line could produce a quick spin up, as we're seeing here right now in this particular area.
Alert. A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Medina, Stark, and Wayne counties in Ohio until 9:30 p.m.
So as you heard it right there from my special little agent that helps me out, you heard the new warning that was issued. So they issued a new severe thunderstorm warning, which tells me they're not probably going to issue another tornado warning. So this should stay south of Akron. But as we continue to zoom in here, there you go. The tornado warning has been expired. So as I kind of thought they were getting ready to do, the tornado warning officially has expired. So we are no longer under any tornado warning. Unfortunately, that crawl won't update down at the bottom of your screen, so I'll just take the entire crawl off, and we'll just kind of have to live with that for now. Let me see if I can move the banner here just a little bit so it doesn't look kind of goofy. There we go. So if you're just joining us now, the tornado warning has expired. I'll kind of zoom back out to our coverage area of Ohio. So if you're just joining us, the only thing that we have going on right now is in northeast Ohio, just south of Cleveland. We'll zoom in over here. We did have a tornado warning for Medina County and portions of Wayne County that was allowed to expire early. So it was allowed to expire early. They went ahead and canceled it, and instead they replaced it with a severe thunderstorm warning that's now on your screen that you can see until 9:30. And it went out ahead even further with some of the other counties out ahead of this. So southeastern Medina, not Medina, southeastern Medina, northwestern Stark, southern Summit County, and northeastern Wayne County until 9:30. Wind gust 60 mile an hour is the hazard with this. But we do have to continue to be careful because, again, you still see that little bit of that inflow notch. So we'll have to be watching this. You can't let your guard down right now. We're still watching a little bit of rotation there as I flipped over to the velocity view. So you have to be careful. Akron pretty much going to stay hopefully to the south of you, but you need to not let your guard down. So again, if you're just joining us, the tornado warning has been allowed to expire. There is no more tornado warning for Medina County or Wayne County. We are looking down here, as we go in towards Mansfield. So as we look at our counties down here in Morrow County and Richland County, kind of see where this 1-inch hail marker is in Morrow County. We're looking at this. This could go severe. This is it's been intensifying over the last couple of scans. And again, we got that 1-inch hail marker on it as well. Let's go ahead and tune our attention down here towards the south, kind of getting in the radar dead zone for our friends down here to the south. I'll see if I'll still go with Wilmington. I think Wilmington has the better radar for this particular area down here. So give me one quick second and I'll load that up. So for our friends down here to the south, I'll zoom back out here for you. Kind of see some embedded showers and storms here. We can't let our guard down with these either because, again, you could see a quick, brief spin up like we were seeing there just a few minutes ago. So the good thing is they have let the tornado warning expire, and this is the only thing that we have as far as a warning goes up here in northeast Ohio. I'm going to flip back on another product for us, kind of put in the whole state view. This is kind of what we got going on. I'll kind of draw this line for you so you kind of have a little bit better of understanding here. Pretty much as this front finally gets through, I'm pretty much going to run right along that corridor, and I need to redraw that because I need to put the other portion of the storm in there. That's better. So pretty much if you are to the east of this line, you still need to have your guard up, all right, because you could see a potential spin up. Even in some of these embedded storms down here in Columbus, still need to have your guard up, have a way to receive warnings. So if you're east of this line, you need to have a way to receive warnings over the next couple of hours. You're not in the all clear just yet. So if you're back here in northwest Ohio, you're pretty much good to go. All clear has been given for you. And back down here, we'll start to see these. There's a severe thunderstorm watch that goes until midnight for portions of southwestern Ohio. That eventually will be dropped, I'm assuming, early. But pretty much some embedded storms there. Not hoping to see anything there, but pretty much going to be good to go there as well. So that's kind of what we got going on right now. And again, just make sure you have a way to receive those warnings if you're inside of or to the east of that line. I did want to show you another thing here. Give me 1 second so I can bring it up for you. From our friends here at poweroutage.us. We had a lot of power outages here for today. So let me go ahead and see if I can pop that up on the screen here real quick. So kind of looking here at poweroutages.us, you kind of see where earlier today the heaviest hit county as far as power outages go right now is Harrison County.
Alert.
And we got a new alert.
Severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Knox, Morrow,
Yep.
and Richland counties in Ohio until 9:45 p.m.
Same spot I just pointed out. They went ahead and issued a warning on that. We'll get to that in just a second. So Harrison County, 10,000 people without power. So really over here in east central Ohio, heavy hit, and even back here towards Fayette County, we got a lot of power outages here. Think of that. It says they're tracking 7,500 people in total and 6,300 people without power. That's a lot. That's a lot of people without power in that county. That's, I wouldn't say 100%, but you're pushing that 80 percentile there of a lot of people without power. Same thing over here in Harrison County. So hopefully we get the power back up in these areas as we head into the overnight hours. Let's go ahead and flip back to the radar. As I suspected, they went ahead and issued a severe thunderstorm warning for that area that we were circling there just a second ago. So I am glad that I decided to circle that area. I would look like a fool. But if you're just joining us, the tornado warning was allowed to expire, and I know the video still is tagged tornado warning, and I apologize, not trying to mislead you. We did have a tornado warning, but they went ahead and allowed that to expire. So I apologize. The video is probably not up to date as far as the title, but unfortunately, I'll go ahead and turn this back off, and we'll zoom in here to, we won't be doing that. That is not working tonight. My hotkeys on my keyboard is not working. All right, zoom in here to this new severe thunderstorm warning in progress. So this new severe thunderstorm warning, again, as you heard my fellow assistant there, my agent helped me out here. This severe thunderstorm warning is for southern Richland, northeastern Morrow County, and northwestern Knox County. That goes until 9:45. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail are the potential hazards with this one. As we've shown you a little bit here, you've seen here, we talked about this a little bit. We talked about the deep purples, and we've seen that 1-inch hail marker. Got a little bit of hail there, so you need to be careful with that. If you're in any one of those, you need to stay away from windows, get indoors, and stay away from windows as this severe thunderstorm warning continues to move forward. All right, so not going to stay live because, number one, we got the title is wrong on the video, and I don't want to keep misleading people. We did have a tornado warning, but no longer that is in effect. So like I showed you, make sure you stay alert tonight, especially if you're on that 77 corridor towards the east. Make sure you're staying alert here over the next couple of hours. Have a way to receive warnings. You can download our app, Ohio News and Weather. Stay ahead of the storm with you. You can customize alerts and what you want to be alerted and what you don't want to be alerted about, so you can continue to see that as well. All right, with that being said, we'll continue to come back live as we need to, as we warrant, so especially for tornado warnings. But right now, just kind of that guard variety thunderstorm and some winds up to 60 miles an hour, so don't let your guard down. And remember, as always, as we like to say, when thunder roars, go indoors.